Hi, this is Shay Veronica, and today is a day in history. On November 2nd, 1983, 39 years ago, Ronald Reagan signed a bill creating Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That holiday is celebrated on the third Monday of every January of every year. About 955 streets in the U.S. has that name. And Washington, D.C. is not a state of the United States. It's territory. Washington, D.C. also has streets named after Martin Luther King Jr. And so does Puerto Rico. So many places have Martin Luther King Jr. signposts, okay? But what you should know is it runs through the ghetto. And you ask, well, why is that? Martin Luther King Jr. was such a great man. Yeah, he was great, but he was great to Black people. He was great to Black poor people. And if you are driving anywhere and you look up and you see a signpost that says Martin Luther King Jr., don't go left or right. Just cross over it. Just go right through that area. And if you're buying a home, this is something that you probably would never ask. But if you're buying a home and you want to retain the value, it's all about value and, location. That's what they say. If you want to retain any kind of value for your investment, which is probably the biggest one you're going to make, just tell your realtor or whoever's looking out for your interests, you don't want to have a Martin Luther King Jr. street within 3 miles of where they're showing you to buy a home. 6 miles, whatever. But always be cognizant that when you see a street named after Martin Luther King Jr., you're probably, chances are you are in the ghetto, and you should just cross over and go on your merry way. And if you're buying anything, if you're investing hundreds and thousands of dollars in a place to live, make sure that you let the realtor know. You don't want to be in any kind of a whole lot of square mile. You don't want to be close to any street that is named after Martin Luther King Jr. because it has its reputation to being placed in ghetto areas. Today is a day in history, and I'm Sherry Veronica.